All right, it's been a while since we got anything about Marathon, but we finally got something from Bungie. It came in the form of a Discord server, a bunch of websites, and a teaser trailer that gave us a reveal date for the gameplay. Let's go. All right, so if you've been following all of this like Bungie Marathon stuff that's been happening over the last 3 days, you might be confused, as are a lot of people. What is actually happening to everything that they've been posting, their Discord, all these different websites, the satellite things, everything that's going on is just really out there, right? There's lots of decoding happening. Let me just give you the quick and dirty of everything that's happening. So basically, a series of puzzles unlocked different things within the Discord server, the official Marathon Discord server. And then after they had unlocked even more puzzles, that unlocked today's teaser trailer. Now, the teaser trailer actually starts off with a nice look at the map. I mean, this is like a very zoomed out version of probably what we're going to see and experience on a section of this map. I don't think this is obviously not the whole map. It's probably a lot bigger than this, but it's given us an idea of sort of what we should expect in certain parts of the map. That's kind of a nice thing. We haven't really seen anything like this before, and it's nice to see another trailer after not seeing any trailers or anything for, I don't even know, more than a year. But then as we move through these different scenes that it's showing us, various camera angles, and then the camera gets bumped by someone who's running by. And they're being chased by some sort of robot or, yeah, AI or something. I'm not even sure. But it looks to me like Bungie is sort of trying to tell a story with this trailer, even though it's like just a teaser. They're trying to build some hype. This person or this runner gets shot and they are sitting there and dying. And then all of a sudden, an animal pops out of the bush and it's a cat, and the cat approaches. The guy grabs his gun. Presumably this person is not dead yet. And the cat comes up and rubs on them. And it's just, it's kind of a strange thing, but like, we don't really know what the significance of the cat is. Is the cat something that lives naturally in this environment? Is it something that's supposed to remind this runner of like real life? It's obviously robotic, so it probably is natural to the area, but like, what is the significance of the cat? And then it gives us the April 12th reveal date at 10 a.m. Pacific. So anyways, this was unlocked via the puzzles that were taking place over the last 3 days within the Discord and on these various websites. And I'll link all the websites in the description down below if you want to go and mess around with that stuff. But basically, my main takeaway from this, and this is something that's just like the overall picture of the game, Bungie is really, really good at telling stories and building worlds. They're really good with the lore, and they're really good with designing puzzles and giving them to the community to solve. This is something that you saw a lot of in Destiny, and it's just something that I'm very happy to see going into Marathon, because to me, this is not something that's like really, really common in other games. I'm sure there is some community problem solving in other games, but it just feels like to me this is a classic Bungie move, and they're bringing sort of these elements, these things that the community likes, and bringing them forward into Marathon, which is just really, really good news. That being said, as you can tell, April 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific, that's when we're going to see some gameplay, which is actually super welcome. And what this means for this game is that it's a lot closer than we actually thought. So originally we were thinking that they were pretty behind on everything. And then we kind of thought that we were going to get some sort of alpha possibly this year, maybe in the middle of summer, maybe at the end of the year, and then maybe a beta, and then the game release in 26, possibly. But it looks like to me, if they are willing to open this up with some gameplay, they're going to show you gameplay. The game is definitely closer than we think. I really anticipate seeing an alpha soon, within the next couple of months, and then potentially an open beta sometime before the end of the year. But if we were to get that beta, especially before Q4, we probably will see this game come out this year. This means more to the game than anything else, because it actually says that they're way farther ahead than anybody really knew. Now, there was also a series of tweets that Bungie made starting on April 3rd. This was the first one that they made, and this is basically that other scene where you can see the runner running down the hall from the main, or the first reveal trailer, but it's kind of like coded and, messed up. So anyways, that was the first one. Then you get into this guy.
UESC security alert. Unauthorized transmission manipulation detected. Individuals accessing prohibited domains will be subject to immediate investigation. Attention.
This is basically the UESC security division message, basically, and they're saying that people are accessing things. This is when people were solving the puzzles that were laid out in front of them, and people were accessing certain things. It says violations, orbital infrastructure, tampering. So this is really neat, but to me, the main takeaway from me is that UESC is sort of the the evil corporate structure that's involved in this world. And as runners, we are basically trying to take back what was ours, or take back the worlds that we used to live in. But anyway, you have all these different encrypted messages, different things like this guy here. First breach, secure channel open, others follow, with some background noise. Like I said, they're just setting the stage. They are just world building. They are putting out the lore. You have this guy here that's just like, again, just messages across the screen. Join us, hear us, become us, join us, hear us, become us. Like, this is like, I don't know, something tells me that this is sort of like from the resistance, if you want to say that. So to me, UESC is like sort of the evil corporate entity, and then you have all the runners who are like the resistance to that. So again, these were like sort of the responses to the community as they were solving the problem. But by putting all of this stuff up, they are painting a picture. They are creating the lore. They're building the world in front of us, and they're using the community to solve the problems, to unlock more of the lore. It's very interesting and really kind of a genius move on their part. Some of these puzzles are very detailed, and you have to really dig to find out what it means. And like this one says corporate skies at the top. So they're leaning into this like corporate versus resistance thing. Corporate skies no longer theirs alone. We climb their towers. What flies above now serves below. What flies above now serves below. Their own tools turned against them. From orbit to earth, from silence to voice, from darkness to light. Mida above, below, everywhere, rise. So again, this is like another way for like the community to come together and become sort of these resistance type members. The next thing I love that they allowed to be posted was Joseph Cross, who is the franchise art director for Marathon, actually posted some screenshots, which I love to see. So we got some other, looks to be like a squad of 3 runners, and then another screenshot here of building the synthetic bodies. Then there's this guy with this basically the runner team here, one that we've seen before, and then the one we just saw here. And I'm not sure who this is in the center, but it's obviously playing up the squad type gameplay. So that's kind of cool there. Anyways, that's it for right now. There's obviously lots of speculation going on, and it's not something that I like to do too much. So I just try to bring you the information that I know is for sure. We can kind of use our imaginations a little bit, but I'm not the one that's going to be out here, throwing out rumors or any type of speculation. It's just not my style. I'd prefer things to be confirmed and then relay that information too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you appreciate that. And if you found this helpful, please consider subscribing. This is exactly what this channel is all about. It's all about Marathon. So I'm only going to be bringing you the Marathon news until the game comes out, and then a bunch of gameplay. So anyways, hopefully you enjoy that. I appreciate it. I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.